Hi everyone, Ally Maz here, Global Ambassador for Lululemon. Today I'm going to take you through a 45-minute flow that is designed to heat the body, make you sweat, challenge your core. We're going to move a little bit quicker, so definitely suited for more of an intermediate practitioner. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and take a tall seat. We're just going to ground ourselves before we begin. Place the palms face down onto the thighs, elongate the spine, sitting nice and tall. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, clear the breath out in any way that feels good, through the nose, through the mouth, just let it go. Start to find your ujjayi breath, so the breath has a sound or a tone to it. It is like you're fogging up a mirror, but the mouth is closed. Inhale, really feeling the expansion of lungs and ribs. Exhaling, starting to feel a gentle drawing in of your navel toward your spine and then slightly up towards the heart. Continuing to connect to your breath. And starting to connect to your power. I find often that the practice of yoga, when I get connected to my body and connected to my breath, it reconnects me to my power. It makes me feel more present, more alive, and more in control. And so as you breathe, think about this breath sort of sewing you back together. So bringing the head, the heart, the body all into the present moment. Placing the hands in front of the heart, taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. What is it that you need to bring or ask or connect with before we begin our movement? And often that first thing that comes to mind is it. So really just trust your intuition and whatever is showing up for you right now. And whenever you are ready, gently opening the eyes, let's sweep the arms up right away, creating some length in the spine. And as you exhale, place fingertips down beside you, and we'll just take a little bit of a side stretch, opening up the sides of the body. Inhaling through the center, dropping up and over the other way. And coming up and taking the hands, placing them in front of you, coming to your hands and your knees. Right away, just starting to find your cat-cow. And you can move in any way that feels good here. I'm a big fan of just listening into the body, identifying those stickier, tighter areas, and really sending breath and movement to those places specifically. And we're really going to use this linking, this marriage of breath and body through this vinyasa, through these flows. So just establishing what that feels like right here. And then we'll find our first downward facing dog. When you're ready, pop the hips up, set the feet, and begin to do a little pedal to open up the legs. If you can, staying with your ujjayi breaths, you've got those deep, powerful inhales and exhales that have a sound to them that you can feel in your body. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. So we'll come to the back of the mat, setting your feet hips distance apart, parallel. Let's grab a hold of opposite elbows, sway the upper body. So I always like to start off just a little bit slower, just introducing your body to your breath and to this moment. And then we'll inhale into our first halfway lift, gaze goes forward. Exhale, breathe it out. Inhale again, inhale, flat back, reaching the chest, and exhale, breathe it out. This time, inhale, halfway lift and pause. Place your hands onto your hips, draw your elbows and shoulder blades together, root down to rise all the way up, and release your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's keep flowing. Bow and forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, we walk to plank. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale to downward dog. 2 more. Inhale, high plank. Down dog. 1 more. Inhale, high. Exhale, dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Untuck the toes, your choice of cobra or up dog. Downward facing, exhale. Right away, walk it back to your feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Place your hands to your hips. Draw the elbows together, rise up. And then release into Tadasana. Again, arms sweep up. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. And walk it forward. Inhale here. Exhale back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale. Back to dog. 1 more time. Inhale. Powerful breath. Exhale. Inhale, high plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing or cobra. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Last round, walk it back. Halfway lift. Hands to hips. Draw the elbows and shoulders together. Rise up on inhale. And exhale, release. Last round, up. And fold. Half lift. Walk it to your plank. Exhale. Good. Send the hips back. Move it through, this time a little more fluid, and start to round the spine. So come to the tiptoes and then around, round, around. Look forward. Bend the knees and push back. So just like a wave, around the spine, head is last. Push it back. 1 more time, round it. Head last, push it back. I lied, 1 more time. Come forward. Chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. And press back. All right, we're gonna stay in downward dog. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer now. Take your right leg to the sky. Let's bend the knee, stack the hip. Square the hips off, pull the knee in 3 times. Tap, inhale up. Exhale, pull forward. Take it up. Exhale, pull forward. Take it up. And step forward to a high lunge. Back knee stays straight. So lengthen the back leg. Take your arms up. As we exhale, pitch the body forward, reach the arms back. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach it back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, take it back. Whoa. Good, take it up, inhale. Drop your left hand to the mat, twist to your right. And we're gonna keep going with those sets of 3s. This time we're gonna circle the right arm forward, back, and around. Really warming up the shoulders here and sinking deeper into the hips. 1 more. Bringing it around. Planting the hands and stepping back into 3-legged downward facing dog. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Option to flip the dog. Right toes down, left leg straight. Reach the arm up or drop it back. Opening up the belly and the heart. Take it back to a strong high plank. Lower it down. Pick the heart up. And move it back to downward facing dog and breathe. Grounding yourself here, 3 breaths. And we'll find the other side. On your next inhale, left leg reaches up, bend the knee, stack the hip. And then straighten the legs, square the hips, pull it forward 3 times. Take it up and forward. Squeeze the core and up and forward. Squeeze in, shoulders over your wrist. Take it up and step it forward. High lunge, left side. Sweep your arms up and take it back. So belly button looking towards the floor. Take it up and reaching forward. And one more time, reaching up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Drop the right hand. We're going to twist to the left, so towards the bent knee. Looking up towards the left hand. And we're going to start to roll the shoulder. So inhale forward and exhale around. 2 more. And exhale around. 1 more time. And exhale around. Take it back, 3-legged downward facing dog. Bend the knee, stack the hip, option to flip your dog. So the left toes go down, right leg extends, and then press the hips up high. Lean it back, open up the throat, heart and belly. And then come back to high plank, nice and strong. Chaturanga. Lift the heart and press it back. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Relaxing here. Feeling your heart, feeling the warmth in the body. And then we're gonna walk the hands back to the feet. Taking your halfway lift. Breathing it out, exhale, let's fold. Sweep your arms high above your head. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, and then we're gonna step the feet together. So big toes come to touch, arms are beside the body, chest is nice and tall, and then we're gonna bend the knees, fingertips are gonna graze the floor, and the arms are gonna sweep up. And we're gonna flow here. Exhale, the arms are gonna come back, reaching. Try to pull the shoulder blades together, and then reach up, inhale. And exhale. So just keeping breath and movement linked like we've been doing. Exhale. Really starting to warm up those legs, feeling the heat. And exhale. This time we inhale, reach up. And then swim the arms behind the back, interlace the fingertips, press the heart forward. And then we do a big bow here, opening up the shoulders. Bringing the hips over the heels. And softening the knees if you need to. Let the back of the neck get long. And then release, halfway lift. Exhale, walk to plank. Stay here for the in-breath. Chaturanga, Cobra or upward dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Same flow, right leg lifts up. Just as we did, bend the knee, stack the hip. And then pull that knee in. This time it's gonna go outer right tricep. So a little tap, pick it up. 2 more, same position, tap. Pick it up. 1 more time, tap. Pick it up. And then we step right foot forward, take the back heel down, and let's come to our first warrior 2. So just finding your gaze, steadying it over the right fingertips. Relax through your shoulders. Finding your breath. And from here, left hand's gonna come down to the left leg, right arm's gonna reach up, taking yourself into reverse warrior. And then we'll flow into side angle, so either the forearm comes to the thigh, or the fingertips come to the mat. We'll take it 2 more times. Take it up, inhale, exhale, settle. Inhale, exhale, settle. 1 more, inhale, Exhale, settle. And then we'll windmill hands to the mat. Back to your three-legged downward facing dog. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Option again to flip your dog, lift the heart up. Big expression here. And we're gonna add on, come back, right hand plant, stack the feet, find yourself into Paschimottanasana side plank. Shake, shake, shake. Hips lift a little higher. Take it back to a strong high plank. Inhale, Chaturanga. Lift the heart. Woo, and take it back to downward dog. 3 breaths. Check in with yourself. Connect again to why you're here and what you need. Keep your mind anchored to the breath. And we'll go left side. Left leg lifts up. Left knee, outer left tricep tap. Take it up. And 2 more. Take it up. 1 more. Be sure to get your shoulders right over your wrists. Tone the back leg. Take it up. And let's step it forward. Left side, warrior 2. I always like to pause right here, feel the breath. As you can tell, I'm sweating. I don't know about you. Steady legs, soften the shoulders. And we reverse the warrior. And we take it to side angle. Inhale brings us up. Exhale to settle. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. And last one, inhale. Exhale, warrior. Reverse warrior, that is. And then take it down. Take your left leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hip, flip your dog. Open the chest up. Come forward. We're gonna take it to side plank. Flip over onto the outer blade of your left foot. Right arm up. Hips high, tone the legs. Reach the right arm over your ear. Take it back, high plank, nice and strong. Chaturanga. Lift your heart up. And let's take it to child's pose. Take a moment to check in. Maybe grab a sip of water if you need. Just allow the body to settle. We're gonna keep building the heat, but allow yourself to just kind of marinate in that heat for a little bit. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up into our downward facing dog. And walk your hands, you guessed it, back towards your feet. Take a halfway lift. Hands to the hips, draw the elbows and shoulder blades together, pressing down through your feet, rise up. And let's just settle in Tadasana for a moment. I love to build heat in the body because it creates a deep sense of presence. And then when you settle into a still shape like Tadasana, you can actually really feel your sense of presence, the awareness, the aliveness is more accessible. So just feel that here. All right, ready for another round of flows. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk it to plank. Inhale, stay. Chaturanga, exhale. Lift the heart, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. All right, right leg lifts up. Now the right knee is gonna come across the body and you're gonna tap the left arm and take it up. And again, exhale, tap it across, feeling your obliques light up, take it up. One more time, take it across. Shoulders over your wrists if you can, tap, take it up. Right foot steps forward, back heel down. Take it to your second warrior, right side. And again, this is your moment to catch your breath, to settle into your body. I'm going to straighten the front leg. We're going to take it to Trikanasana. So the right leg stays straight. Hand comes to shin, block, or floor. Left arm comes up towards the sky. And if your neck feels okay, take the gaze up. And just feeling the stretch here. Keeping the legs active and toned. We're in a balance, so take your left hand to your left hip. Bend the right knee. Hand moves 6 inches forward from your right pinky toe. Hop it up into half moon. If you have a block here, feel free to place your hand onto the block. Flexing the left foot, pick up your left arm. Stage 2, you can bend the left knee, grab the foot, taking it into Ardha Chandra Chapasana. And then when you're ready, release back to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. As gracefully as possible, bend the knee, step back into your reverse warrior. And then we flow all the way back down. Adding on to that same flow sequence, bend the knee, stack the hip, flip your dog, heart to the sky. Take it back, right hand down, Paschimottanasana, side plank. Moving around a lot, make sure you're on the right hand. Take it back to a powerful high plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Check in. Find your breath. Reground. And we'll find the left side. Left leg picks up. Left knee, right arm, take it across. Squeeze the core. Pick it up. Again, take it in, tap. And lift it up one more time. Across and tap. Take it up. Ooh, step it forward, warrior 2. Back heel down. Open the arms up. Find your warrior, stay here. Straighten your left leg, Trikanasana, triangle pose. Hand goes to floor, block, or shin. Gaze goes up to your hand. Strong legs. Right hand, right hip. Bend the left knee. Left hand goes 6 inches in front of your left pinky toe. And then pick up the right foot. Play with the balance. Right arm to the sky. Option 2, bend the knee. Grab the foot. If you have tight quadriceps, you'll really feel this one like me. Feels so good when they're tight. Okay, you're gonna release, reach, and then as gracefully as possible, find your reverse warrior. Windmill it down. Pick up your left leg, bend the knee, stack the hip, gracefully fall into your wild thing. Flipping the dog. Take it over, left hand plants, Paschimottanasana, right arm up. Shake, 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 right arm over the ear. Take it back, high plank, Chaturanga. Lift the heart. I think we deserve a child's pose, so press it back. And release. Notice how you feel. Notice without judgment on how you feel. Just let it be what it is. Let the body settle a little deeper. And then inhale, come back up. Find your dog, pedal it out. Walk your hands to your feet. Come into a nice forward fold. Relax the head. Inhale, half lift. Hands to your hips, draw the elbows and shoulder blades together and rise it all the way up. Release into Tadasana, close your eyes, and again, just feel, just notice. These pauses in our powerful yoga practice can really deepen our experience just by stopping, slowing down before we begin again into another cycle of flow. So just coming to yourself, meeting yourself where you're at. I'm gonna step the feet together. I'm gonna come back into our chair pose. Fingertips sweep the floor, inhale. Exhale, you're gonna reach back and bonus round, pop your heels. Press them down, lift your arms up, inhale, and exhale. Pop your heels. Wah. That adds a whole other element of your legs and inner thighs. Last one, pop it. Whoa, then you're gonna just press down, reach all the way up, shake, 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 finding the balance, reaching forward, swan dive. Try to stay on your tippy toes, bend the knees where you need to, find your hands to the floor, and then release, halfway lift, walk the plank. Inhale to stay, exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, downward facing dog, exhale. All right, right leg is coming up, bend the knee, stack the hip. This time we're gonna go forehead for 1, touch, take it up. Outer right tricep for 2, look forward. Take it across for 3, cross it. Now, here, we're gonna stay. Come onto the back foot and slide the right foot forward. Pick up your left hand. So kind of similar to our flip the dog, but hips stay square. This is called fallen triangle. Take it back. Right leg comes up. Step the right foot forward. And then we're gonna take the back knee down and we're gonna start to stretch the hamstring a little deeper here. So this is Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. And if you're sweating and warm and potentially out of breath like I am, you might be feeling warm enough to start to open this up a bit more. So I'd like to keep kind of sneaking the right heel forward. The most important thing here is that my hips are remaining square. So just check that out in your own body. And you may want to take the left knee back. And maybe a little more, kind of playing around with it. But you want to make sure that you're not collapsing into the split. I am super active here. So I'm thinking about my right and left thigh bone like they're sucking up into my pelvis. And this is going to keep the protection of my right hamstring. That's in a vulnerable position. We don't want to force this at all. So you're breathing, you're listening, and you're maybe continuing to kind of sneak the posture to where it needs to go. Keeping the chest nice and high. I think this is one of the most awkward yoga poses to get out of, so just make sure you take your time. Sometimes your yoga mat picks up with you. So we're gonna come back into the low lunge, lift the back knee. Just as we did before, this is the last time doing this on the right side. Bend the knee, stack the hip, flip your beautiful dog into Wild Thing, or rock star. These poses have lots of different names. Whatever you feel. Come back the last time on the right side, Vashisthasana. Pick up the left hand. If you want a little more heat, pick up the left leg, maybe put a little tree on it. Hips high. Come back, high plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Find your breath. We're gonna go left side of this flow, and then we're gonna start to cool it off a little bit. You got this. Take the left leg high. And then we'll take knee to forehead, exhale, tap. Take it up. Left knee, left tricep, look forward, shoulders over wrists. Keep the back thigh toned. Take it up. Take it across. This is where the change happens. Squeeze, slide the left leg through. Open the right arm up. Breathing. Take it back down. Left leg reaches up. Step left foot forward. Drop the back knee and straighten the left leg. Half split. Stay here. Or pay attention. Left side for me is a little bit less flexible, so I just want to be careful here that I'm not overdoing it. And I'm thinking here, left hip back, right hip forward to square my hips off, and then I can start to creep the back knee back, front heel forward. I'm sucking those thigh bones into the pelvis so that you are staying in integrity in the lower part of your body. And peek at your left foot and just really flex those toes back towards the shin. You don't want like a dead fish foot because you'll lose the activation in the front leg too. So we're staying active throughout. And it's all right, side to side, if the poses feel a little different, a little wonky. Just find that edge for you. Definitely not everyone's favorite yoga posture, myself included. It takes a lot of work to be here. Take one more full breath. To come out, move slowly first through your lunge. And it's that last round of like fancy flipping around. So plant the hands, pick up the left leg, bend the knee, stack the hip, flip it over, present the heart to the sky, head back. Then take it over, Paschimottanasana, last side, right arm up. Maybe right leg comes into a tree variation. Come back, high plank, Chaturanga. Lift your heart up. And let's child's pose. Whew. Catch your breath. Notice how you feel. Allow for whatever is rising up to rise. Can you approach yourself from a place of non-judgment and just let it be whatever it is? Nice. You're going to come back through downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to your hips, shoulder blades together, rise it up. I'm gonna come to face you. We're gonna do a little balance together so you can stay in your Tadasana. Planting your feet nice and equal into the mat. Pick up one leg, flex the foot, cross the shin over the thigh, and then sit your hips back, just like we were doing in our chair pose. And then take the hands to the heart center. I like this balancing posture because A, you're balancing, so you have to focus, but you're also getting a nice little stretch through the hip. And then you're also getting that heat building in the other thigh, which you'll probably feel. If you've got more space, take the fingertips down toward the mat or maybe onto your blocks. Flex the toes and wrap the toes around the left bicep, and then stick your butt back and your heart forward and just breathe it here. Nice and equal weight onto your standing foot. And keep thinking, sit bones back, heart forward. You're gonna stay where you are. Take the hands off and reach them forward. Use your breath. Take it up, and then you're just gonna cross the feet and take your hands to your hips. So a little awkward to stand this way, but you've got shin crossing shin. And we're gonna come back down, perhaps hands onto blocks here if you need them. But I find this is one of the most effective IT band openers, and so that's top of the thigh, inserting into the knee. Most of us are quite tight here. And you'll also feel calf as well. And you can play here, you can do a little walk side to side. And just loosening up the legs. Drop the head if you can. And take a big breath out. And take it up slow, hands to hips. And we'll switch sides, you can shake that out. So I'm a big fan of really moving the body quickly, building on that heat, and then moving into some slower, deeper postures just to find a little more depth. So we'll take the other side here, flexing, again, super important. Taking the shin across the thigh like a number 4. Take your butt back. Hands can come forward. And again, if you've got space here, drop your fingertips down. You might again find a difference. This left side for me today is a whole lot tighter. And instead of judging, just noticing, just being with it. Breathing into it. Finding out in your body where those sticky places are, and instead of being in resistance or upset about it, just bring breath to it. If you want a little bonus round of this posture, pick the hands up, reach them forward, butt back, heart forward. Keep reaching 2 different directions, like your torso was gonna pull off of your pelvis. And then come all the way up, cross the shins, take the hands down, and let's fold. And that should feel really, really nice after that pose. It does for me. So normally the front leg will be bent, and that's normal. Just kind of play around with it, switch the torso to the other side. And then come back through center. And then from here, let's just step the feet back to parallel. Wherever you are on your mat, just come forward to the top. And just notice the legs equally here. Plant the hands and let's step back into our downward dog. We'll do a quick round of pigeon, so pick up the right leg and slide your right shin forward. So essentially the same shape in the front leg that we were just doing, just a different access point. Drop the left leg, left toes, heart lifts. And we'll come back into that sort of flowy 3 movements. So fingertips are claws. Take your heart up on inhale, and exhale, elbows bend, reach it forward. Inhale, rounding the spine, lift it up. And just keep flowing through. Feels so good for the spine, and then really helps to deepen into the right hip, rather. Last one. Melting in. Articulating up. And then you can take the forearms down onto the mat and maybe creating a little pillow with your hands. Sitting into this right hip. Just a few breaths. Letting the hips open. Good. And then we'll change sides. Take it back. Just into downward dog. You might want to shake the right leg out, get some blood flow moving in there. And then we'll go right away to the left side. Pick up your left leg, slide your left shin forward, right leg back, untuck the toes, spider those fingertips, take the heart up, and then flow. So hands can be wider here and further away just to give you some space to move, and then the elbows go wide. Inhale picks you up, head is last, and just moving it through. And kind of adjusting your hips as it feels good. I find I have a little bit more room after I do these few movements. And when you're ready, come down onto your forearms or drop your head. And really focusing still on your breath, because the breath will be the mover of the heat. And we've been building a whole lot of heat in this practice, so keep breathing deeply. I'm using all that heat to soften you into this left hip. And when you're ready, come on up. And we're going to stay low to the ground now. So just sit onto the left sit bone, pull your legs around. We'll do a little Paschimottanasana, so straighten the legs, flex the feet, take the arms up as you inhale, and then as you exhale, fold over the legs. And again, the feet staying active help to engage the legs, keeping you in nice centered position, releasing the head. I love a good seated forward fold just to balance everything out. And then as you feel ready, we will come all the way up, scoot forward, and we're going to come to lie down onto our back. And so you're just going to hug your knees into your chest, and you can create a little gentle rock from side to side. And we're going to take a supine twist to close. So you're going to release the left leg, keep holding the right knee in. Open the right arm to the right, and then pull the right knee across your chest towards the left. If you're feeling any sensitivity in your lower back, you're welcome to bend the bottom knee as well. This should feel really good, really nice and balancing after all of that movement. And then come back through center and just simply change sides. So right leg is long, left knee is hugging in. And then pull the left knee across the body, left arm opens, and you can bend the underneath knee as well if you need to. Just balancing everything out. And starting to release the breath a little bit, so the breath will start to just sort of take over in its natural rhythm. And then come back through center, drawing, again, both knees in. And we'll take happy baby, so grabbing a hold of the outer edges of the feet and driving the knees down. Relax the back of the head into the mat. Shoulders are soft, belly is soft. You can rock a little side to side here. And then we'll release, bring the soles of the feet together onto the mat. Knees will drop out wide into a reclined butterfly. And we'll place right hand to belly, left hand to heart, and go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And if it feels good, you're welcome to stay here for your Shavasana. But if you feel like you need just a full release, go ahead and slide the legs out. Take up lots of space. You've worked hard in this practice, and so just making sure you get enough time to really settle and rest your body so you can stay there as long as you would like. And in your Shavasana, just notice if there's still any clenching in the body. So often we're still kind of holding on somewhere. So can you relax even just like 5% more? Just let go. Feeling the bones heavy, the muscles relaxed, the breath at ease, and just sensing a deeper form of presence that you can access now. And as you're ready, you can begin to just wiggle fingers and toes. And just slowly kind of moving your wrists, moving your feet, coming back into the body. And then when you're ready, just roll over onto one side. I often like being in a little fetal position for a moment, just kind of curling in, just to feel that safety, that protection, that connection with self. And when you're ready to come up, just keep the body nice and heavy. Use the hands and find your way into a kneeling or a seated position. You can place the hands anywhere on your body that feels comfortable. You can close the eyes and bow the head into the heart. My wish for you today as you move off of the mat and into the rest of your life is that you feel powerful. That you use your breath to connect to the heart, to clear the mind, and to continue to move into spaces feeling like yourself, feeling powerful, feeling like you. We'll place the hands in front of the heart as a form of honoring yourself, the time that you carved out for your head, heart, and body. And taking in one last full deep breath, and all the way out. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me.